Billy, Jimmy just crashed.
Oh, wait. You all right?
Oh. What the happened, Jim?
I come out of the can, and the front end just tucked. What, man? Oh.
Jimmy, what the hell are you doing, brother? Are you okay?
Oh, darn.
Well,
Yep, I was just coming around the corner, tucked the front end in.
We were just doing this 350 video, and I heard a crash. Dude, your front brake lever, bro, or your clutch lever. Oh. Put your shoe back on, brother. This little CR bit you, huh?
Yeah.
She's a ripper. Hey, look at Jimmy's a world-class mechanic. Jimmy also has a higher IQ than probably me, Kenny, and Billy combined. He can fix anything. We know what we did? We took a Triumph engine and a Suzuki engine and put a pile of parts on the table, like as a riddler, and he was able to figure out which was which and put it back together. That's how we know he's way smarter than of us. So, I mean, if I can't fix it with a hammer, they say if you fall off a horse, get right back on, brother.
Right on, man. Woo! Jimmy's feeling it now. Woo!
Hey, only in America, 51 years old, had heart replacement surgery, okay? And he's out ripping on a CR250. What's your excuse? Get off the couch and send it. That's what America's all about. He's got more heart than any of us.
He's loving life. He's loving life, you know?
Check out the front tire on this thing, 19-inch Scorpion rally tire. This thing hooks up like crazy, the Pirelli. And the motor on this thing, 350, 4-stroke twin, dual carb, dual exhaust. This thing is putting down some nice torque, let me tell you. We did a compression test, 200 PSI on the motor, original paint Survivor with 11,000 miles shown on the odometer. This bike came from a collector out of Pennsylvania. You may have remembered he had the nicest collection of SL175s and 350s. Kenny can put a link to that video here. This is one of the original Survivors he was going to do a frame up on. We bought it for him before he did it. I did about 15 hours worth of service on it, mostly tune up and clean and prep and prime and put new tires and chain on it. But it's original, folks. You couldn't find a better core 350 if you want to do a concourse restoration, or if you're looking for a ride or something you could ride every day and not worry about getting it a little dirty because it's original paint, got a couple things in the tank. This is a cool piece, man. It's a lot of fun to ride, and that's what it's all about. Let me show you. Barstow to Vegas, baby. This was a bike to have back in the early 70s. Long distance, 5th gear tap, 75 miles an hour. The twin will just hum all day long. This is a bike you can take to the street, deli down the road for lunch. You can take it in the woods. You can ride it on the street. It's got enough power to go 2 up. It's got passenger pegs. If you're looking for a good core bike with a great engine and transmission, all original paint, everything's there on this. If you want to take it to the next level and put a $700 paint job on it, make it look like a new bike, go ahead. We'll leave that up to you. Pick the color you like the best. Just a lot of fun to ride. I'm gonna bring it in. Got the brand new tires, a little bit dirty, but these bikes can take a lot of miles and a lot of abuse. This one's got a lot of life left in it. So good luck bidding on it. God bless America. The pizza's here! The pizza's here! Woo! It's Friday! It's pizza day! Antonio's, the best pizza in town.
Hey, and to all those guys, remember, Antonio's, Vernon, Connecticut,
Pizza Bud,
number
Pizza
one.
Bud. Hey, these pizza delivery guys are crazy, man. They will run you over in a New York second, man. Straight up. Stay out of their way. You see pizza delivery, stay out of the way.
Yo, all right, Carlo. I see you, bro. Yes, sir. Thank you guys for coming.
You meet the people with the biggest smiles on a Honda. Ain't that the truth? Motor on this thing's a dime piece, man. Very little vibration, runs like brand new. Let's bring it inside. I'll go over the work order, everything we did for it. Wheelie up the hill. Save it every time. So that was a lot of fun, man. That's what it's all about. These things are an absolute hoot to drive and ride on road, off road. I got it a little bit dusty. We'll bring it through the detail shop, have them give it one last bath. Something about that Pirelli Rally Scorpion front tire, just this thing hooks up like crazy. Zoom in on that, show them how big it hooks up on or off road. Flathead Jack, a good friend of mine, if you're following us a while, you know what Flathead Jack is. He always swore by putting the big front tires on these vintage enduro bikes, it gives you like an extra 2 inches of suspension travel just with the rubber. You run it low pressure, like 13, 14 front pounds, and if you hit a curb or something, it's just awesome. And on the back of this bike, you'll also see another top of the line Pirelli rear tire on the back here. This is on and off road. This is called the Pirelli Professional on the back, an MT443 Pirelli. Top of the line tires. Bike's just been completely gone through. 10 hours in the detail shop. They steam cleaned it, hot water power wash, and hand washed it. The frame was repainted the factory silver, just a in-frame paint on there, touch up. The silver exhaust was the silver exhaust manifolds were touched up. The actual sunburst manifolds, whatever you call them, the ones that hold the pipe on there. The exhaust system was painted the high temp black. The forks, the clutch cover, and the ignition cover, and the handlebars, take a look at those. Those are all polished, machine polished to the best of our ability. The hubs, you can see there's a nice shine on here. They cleaned up pretty nice. The original paint on the gas tank and front and rear fenders, which is pretty much unheard of for a 50-year-old trail bike, is all intact. The side covers were repainted black. They got new 350 decals on there that we got from the sign connection right up the street. The tank and fenders were cleaned up, buffed out, and just a little dusty now, but that's original paint on there. And the manufacturer date was 7 of 1970, so that makes this bike officially 50 years and 1 month old. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, SL350. We love you. Here's to another 50 years, man. 50 years. This is 50 years and 1 month old. Original paint. Testimony to the quality of the Honda components and motors. Made in Japan, man. Just a great piece. The service department put a new clutch lever on it. The original one was bent. Put an OEM Honda grip set on it. They put a replica seat cover on it. They put the Pirelli Scorpion Rally on the front and the Pirelli on the rear with new tubes. Did a compression test, putting down a solid 200 PSI. And you feel it when you ride it. This thing has got plenty of torque, 200 PSI. Cleaned the carbs, put on a new clutch lever, adjusted and worked on the front brake, adjusted the rear brake. Checked the rear taillight. The rear taillight's not getting any power. The horn housing it needs a new horn and actually a light switch, so a little bit of electrical work it needs on it. They put the new grips on it, put a new seat cover on it, cleaned the carbs, cleaned and set the points. I wanted to point out, it has the original exhaust system on it and it's not rusted out. 50 years old, pretty remarkable. And these are borderline unobtainium. If you look online, I just got them a little dusty. To find a set like this, the exhaust system is really remarkable. It's got one little ding on this side. Other than that, the 2-into-2 header pipes are perfectly straight. There's no dings on the bottom of the frame. The brake lever is perfectly straight, as are the foot peg mount, the kicker. It doesn't look like it was ever really abused. Probably ridden mostly on the street, which is how most of these enduro bikes are ridden. You know, it's not perfect. It's got some patina on it, but it does have the original taillight here and the original rear fender. Look at the rear fender, Kenny. It's perfectly straight. This rear fender looks to me to be mechanically, cosmetically perfect, which is pretty remarkable, as does the front fender and also the headlight bucket, which is another hallmark of whether a bike was abused or not. There's no damage on the headlight trim ring. The headlight bucket's perfect shape. The headlight gears are in perfect shape. They even have the reflectors on there. The original tack and speedo are intact. Just a great core bike. Hey, I could ramble all day. I love riding these things. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Ship it anywhere in the country. Figure $500 to Florida, maybe a little bit more for the West Coast. And be happy to store it here in the museum for you. If you want to leave it here for a while or fly into Bradley and ride it home. Thanks for watching. Good luck bidding on it. It'll be on eBay. Check in the description. In the link, there'll be a link to the auction, our page, all the bikes we have for sale on eBay. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.